Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I'm your host, the Ranting Monkey. He's Dax O'Ryan. Say hi, Dax.
No.
Close enough. How you doing tonight, Dax?
I'm good.
If you guys were watching over on 2 Cents Plus, which you should be, right at the end, I got really dizzy. I went and took a shower. Sorry, that's why we're late tonight, guys. I had to take a shower and figure out what the fuck was going on. I'm standing in the shower and I hear Lady Monkey's voice in my head. Like, what have you eaten today? I'm like, oh, what have I eaten today? I got up at around 5 p.m., right?
Mm-hmm.
I had a Lunchable around 6.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Good job.
So I went and reheated some of what they had for dinner tonight and ate that before we started. I'm feeling a little better now. It's amazing.
Good.
It's amazing. Tall person, hey, how you doing? Says third time in a row catching one of these live. Thanks for watching. And hi, everybody. I hope everybody's well. Hope you're having a good day wherever the hell you are. Nancy Pelosi might have accidentally said she's not for impeachment, though.
Oh.
Which is, it's funny that they're bringing this up because she said this for quite a while, actually. She said even before the election that she wasn't for impeaching Trump. But, you know, they have to play their little game. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announced on Monday that she's against impeaching President Trump, quote, unless there's something so compelling and overwhelming and bipartisan, which is exactly the point. There isn't. The speaker is surely up to speed on what evidence the Democrats actually, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Is surely up to speed on what evidence the Democrats actually have against Trump and has a fair sense of what Special Counsel Bob Mueller, whatever the fuck his name is, report will say. And she recognizes that there is nothing that will persuade anyone who hasn't wanted Trump ousted since Election Day 2016. And that's the point. They've been pushing this for a while. There were a few people who actually ran on, we're gonna impeach him. We're gonna get him. And the truth is they have nothing to get him for. Not yet, at least. They might, maybe down the road. But when the Speaker of the House is saying, then you have, sorry. That's kind of how it works. So all of you out there who want to see him impeached, you're dumb. And sorry, that's not nice. He's not going to, it's not going to happen. Not unless something major comes out and it really blows up. The other story we've been watching, we started watching last night, is the whole Tucker Carlson thing. And man, fucking liberals lost their goddamn minds today on the Twitter machine. They're like, how dare he? He said the bad words. Fuck off.
Oh.
Just fuck right off. There's talk of them going after his advertisers.
Not the advertisers.
He's got one of the top-rated television or cable. That's the word I'm looking for. Cable news shows, and his advertisers. You might get a few of them to back up, but not enough for Fox to like fire his ass. This will blow over. They've tried this with several people, and the ones who give in, they're the ones who end up paying. Yeah, Tucker may be my hero on the sole basis that he didn't bend the knee. Jack, I like Tucker. There's things that I disagree with him about, but yeah, I'm good for him. And I said the same thing about Kevin Hart, and then Kevin Hart came out and bent the knee anyway. But yeah, when these outrage mobs come at you, go fuck yourself. Now, there's two things that made Media Matters do this when they did. Fox is in talks right now with advertisers for the amounts they're going to pay for their programming.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to hurt him there. And then, of course, we have Ilhan Omar and her anti-Semitic shit. I think they're really trying to get that out of the news. And it's funny if you think about it, because the news cycle has changed from, oh my God, look at this bigot here, to, oh my God, look, he said some stuff 8 years ago. 8 years ago. Genius. Is the closest any of these were. They date back, I believe it's to 2006, but it's 2006 to 2011, and they're like, look at the bad things he said. Don't pay attention to our Jew hater. Because, if anybody pays attention to that, then they're fucked. So yeah, we have to go through and make sure that everybody knows that conservatives are the real bad people.
Terrible, horrible people.
Yeah. What's this? Captain Marvel made over 500 million globally so far at the box office, but a lot of people are posting pictures that say they sat in empty cinemas. Might be worth looking into for your next show. Look, I don't have the resources to look into that. I wish I did, because I got to be honest, one of my first thoughts when we heard about how much money it made was how many of these theaters were filled with the people who got free tickets. People keep not talking about that, but there was a guy who raised like $2 million just to send little girls to go watch this movie. Which, those are still ticket sales, but that's not exactly fair to compare to other movies. Nobody was doing that for Iron Man, Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we have to look at that. Yeah, I wish I had a big team that I could just send in, like, hey, go dig up information on this for me, please. I want one of those teams. I want to be very. I want to be the next Phil DeFranco, but honest about what I'm spending the money on.
Right.
He gets a lot of shit for that, and duly and rightfully so, because when you raise a whole shit ton of money, he raised several million, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
For his news network. Why do all these fuckers want to go so mainstream? I don't get it. I really don't. I don't want to be mainstream. Well, let me rephrase that. I want to be the mainstream, but I don't want to go into what the mainstream is now. I wouldn't want to be a fucking news organization. We would have a crack team to tell us whose ass is flat. That's what we would have.
We'd handle our resources well.
That's right. We'd have like 4. Look, guys, if you help me raise enough money, I will hire a team that does nothing but decide who has flat asses or not. Jack, how you doing, my friend?
Good. How you doing?
Oh man, not bad at the moment, thank you.
Good.
Johnny says, "What are you paying Dax for, Ranting Monkey?" Well, I don't pay Dax. Dax gets paid by whatever you guys donate to him.
Tis true.
Dax is the monkey pimp. Are you my pimp? He's my pimp. Yeah. I do. I want a team that figures out, who's somebody we haven't gone over yet? Does Nancy Pelosi have a flat ass? That would be a great expose.
That's gross.
What? She was attractive at one time, I'm sure.
Oh, I find that statement very suspect.
Dax gets paid in Borderlands cosmetic mods.
That's what I get paid to play the game with them and carry their asses.
Yeah. Why you hate me, monkey? I don't hate you, Jordan. What happened? What'd I do?
Mm-hmm.
Did I missed something, I feel. That's slavery or servitude or something. No, he's free to leave if he wants to.
I could, but I have that Stockholm syndrome thing going on.
Yeah, he knows better.
He knows his place.
Yeah, but I want my own team of ass experts. What else could we have a expert team for? A ramen team, and that one's going to do nothing but occasionally remind me to bring up ramen to annoy Dax.
I was doing research and I misspelled something now because of you.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you get. I don't even remember what I was talking about before I got off on that tangent.
I don't know, but you better like me because I'm trying to find Nancy Pelosi's ass, and there aren't very many pictures of her from behind.
Well, that's the worst possible fetish. Like that's a curse. That's a curse a gypsy puts on you.
You will forever want to see her. Now I want to see her ass.
She wears pantsuits a lot, which makes it very hard to tell.
Yeah, because she's like 80 or something. It's gross.
Figured they'd have something from at least when she was younger.
I mean, look at her neck. Imagine, see how wrinkly that is. Now imagine what her ass looks like. It probably looks like the moon Phobos.
I don't want to see her like a bare ass, but I want to ensure that she has one.
Oh, you should type in Nancy Pelosi bikini.
Ew. Oh, that would be awesome. There's
gonna be a lot of fakes.
Let's see if she has a bikini picture.
Then tweet them to your enemies. Not me.
If I spell bikini properly. Yeah, I don't see any that are real.
Yeah, you're gonna find a lot of fakes.
On the other hand, I mean, I'm sure she has a nice ass. Come on, she's a very powerful woman. She should have a nice ass. You shouldn't be allowed to have a powerful position unless you have a nice ass. Don't you think we could all agree to that?
Yeah.
My dad and I were talking about abortion and that women should have that choice, especially for late terms. No. And did you guys agree? I saw there's another governor who said, I'll sign a 40-week abortion ban or bill. Oh, fuck yourself, you disgusting.
Congratulations on outing yourself as a cunt in 5 seconds.
Oh, wow. That's a horrible story. Yeah, we're not going to read that one. There's the New York Post just tweeted out a story that's absolutely horrible. It reminds me of the Susan Smith story. And if you know that story, you know what I'm talking about. And can't believe that bitch got off without going to the gas chamber. Women shouldn't be in positions of power in any capacity whatsoever, period. Define position of power. I mean, if she's on top rocking your world, that's okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're talking about government, look, we know they're emotional. We know they're emotional. They're overly emotional, and they make decisions that they shouldn't, and then they refuse to come out and admit they were wrong. Apparently, a pair of small jeans have been found in Michael Jackson's bed. Billy's jeans. Oh my God. Well played, sir. Well played. I haven't been watching that too much. I saw the Razor Fist videos on it, and he makes a lot of really good points about these assholes who are trying to sue Michael Jackson's estate. I don't know. It's weird to me trying to take money away from his kids and whoever else is running the estate right now. Because of things that he had done that you didn't sue for or already sued for and lost when he was still alive. It would be different, if the suit was already ongoing, but it's like, oh, great, now he's dead. He can't testify. I'm going to take his money. That seems dirty to me.
Yeah, you've kind of missed your window of opportunity.
Yeah.
I would have given you a year. Within the first year, if you had it had already been started in the process, then you just didn't get to the court filings, but you had a lawyer or whatever, fine. You get a little bit of a window, but it's been a decade since he died?
Yeah, it's been a while now, yeah. Michael Jackson's dad wrote the song Beat It. Is that true or is that a joke?
That sounds like a joke. Dirty.
It does. That's why I'm asking. Oh, my goodness. I actually had things I was talking about, but yeah, I got off on my tangent of my my crack ass team.
Maybe Ike Turner wrote it.
Oh, Ike Turner did like beating the women's.
Mostly Tina,
but I mean, she was asking for it. Oh wow!
I'm just gonna leave that one float in the air.
This picture of this cute girl holding up a sign that says "Roast me," and some of the answers. One of them is, "Your father never gave you attention. I don't see why I should have to." Your outfit says yes. Your face says, make it fast. The next guy's here in 10 minutes. Oh,
wow.
Burn. Gotta be careful doing that, guys. People are mean as fuck out there. I just like that. Your dad didn't give you attention. The Tucker Carlson thing, he's not backing down. He's basically told all these people to go fuck themselves. without saying in that manner, because he's a good guy now. Says he will never bow to the mob ever. Fox News host Tucker Carlson on Monday rejected what he called a culture of outrage. Fucking article, stop jumping. From both Democrats and Republicans amid the fallout from recently resurfaced offensive comments he made about women and minorities years ago. Carlson made a series of indirect references to the backlash his comments generated after the first batch was resurfaced Sunday by the left-leaning Media Matters. Left-leaning, really? Yeah, left. Just call them left. That's what they are. Where was I at? The chat jumped. The article jumped and I lost my place. There it is. Carlson delivered a roughly 7-minute opening monologue on Tucker Carlson Tonight, peppered with graphics that read "The Mob," "Crackdown on Dissent," and "Liberal Hypocrisy." While he did not reference any of his specific controversial comments, he doubled down on his initial refusal to apologize for them. Fox News is behind us, as they have been since the very first day, Carlson said. Toughness is a rare quality in a TV network, and we're grateful for that. We've always apologized when we're wrong, and we'll continue to do that. That's what decent people do. They apologize, but we will never bow to the mob ever, no matter what. God, I hope he holds that stance, because we need more people holding that stance. We need more people that every time they come up with this outrage shit to go fuck yourself.
Yeah, the companies need to start standing behind their employees too.
They do. Because I mean, that has been the problem. The issue is that they'll go after people, and then if the person doesn't like immediately apologize, and even then sometimes they'll go after the network they work for and start hitting advertisers. And it's a douche move. I mean, we're literally talking about things. The last time they left his lips were 8 years ago.
Yeah, it's only offensive to some people. Like, we can't cater to everybody's whims and desires. It's just not possible. People need to suck it up and stop being such babies, too.
They do, absolutely. Because they're... see, I don't think anybody's actually outraged by this at all. I don't think anybody sees this and, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. I think they thought, oh, now we got him. I think that's what they think. I don't think they give a fuck about what he actually said.
Of course not.
No, but they'll pretend they do. It's the same crap every time, man. I've got some liberal friends, and they're just so excited about this. Oh, Tucker's going to get fired. No, nobody cares. This is stupid.
Yeah.
You can't fire everybody you hate. It's just there's too many people that you're going to hate in the world. Trust me, I hate 90% of the population.
It's well, this is the agenda, though. I mean, we have to hate. We have to not only hate but destroy our ideological opponents, because if we don't, they might win sometimes, and we can't have that. We can't have anybody thinking that the country is not ultra liberal.
Ugh.
This guy says if Tucker was taken off the air, we've lost entirely. By the way, no, that's don't be so hyperbolic. Jesus fuck. You just hire somebody else to replace him, and we'll do much the same stuff. Carlson's not doing anything that O'Reilly wasn't doing, honestly. Bill did. That's O'Reilly, right? Yeah, Bill O'Reilly. He would go in there and ask the tough questions. Frankly, we need more of that everywhere. You shouldn't have to go to Tucker Carlson to find somebody who's actually willing to push people on shit. You should see that on all media.
And I don't normally trust people in bow ties because they're weird and creepy.
Yeah, I agree with you there. You should only wear a bow tie if you're a Chippendale dancer or you're wearing a tuxedo. But hey, that's just me. Why can't Tucker hate Israel like Democrats do? So much more honorable. Yeah. That's what I would do if I were Tucker right now. I would come out and support Ilhan Omar. Be like, what about that, bitch?
Wait, does that mean that Jewish babies are the most oppressed people on the planet right now? Because they're the ones Democrats really want to kill.
Yes. They're Peter Herbert says O'Reilly was a moron. Tucker Carlson is far superior. O'Reilly wasn't a moron. You can disagree with him and think he got stuff wrong, but he's clearly not a moron. He's not AOC. AOC is a moron. But yeah. He was working for MSNBC when he said that stuff. Yeah, I know that too. When Carlson said all this, yeah, he was working for MSNBC. Did he get fired from them or did he quit to go to Fox?
I think he quit to go to CNN because he was on that Crossfire show for a long time.
Oh, right. Yeah. I forgot about Crossfire. I used to love Crossfire back in the day when it was two old, pissed off white guys yelling at each other. Terry Diamandis, thank you. Unborn Jewish babies, Jack? Yeah, unborn.
Well, they're the easiest target. They know where to find them. They got their home address. Their dox is literally in utero.
Yeah. Tides go in, tides go out. You can't explain that. It's the moon. It's the moon.
No, it's Cthulhu under the water. When he farts, it creates a bubble and it pushes the waters forward and backward.
Duh.
I'm pretty sure that's a fact I just made up.
Two people quoted that same thing. I'm guessing that's something O'Reilly said once. Okay. Sometimes, can you give me another one, or is that your quote that explains it all? Because I give people if people look, I've said stupid shit. I'm still a smart man, I think.
I've said stupid shit since I showed up. What are you talking about?
Oh my God. Sorry, stretching out. My back is all crinkly. Is that a word? Crinkly?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
It feels all crinkly tonight. Trump proposed Medicare cuts put healthcare at center of 2020 race. Yeah, you guys definitely want that because the other things that people are paying attention to that you Democrats don't want on that. When it comes to abortion and blackface, it doesn't really help you. It's another thing. Somebody brought up Northam still hasn't quit, and the Democrats have pretty much stopped talking about him, but they're really, really worried about Tucker Carlson. As far as I know, maybe Tucker was in. I hate that his first name is Tucker. Get a real first name. But maybe he was in blackface when he called into the Bubba the Love Sponge show, but probably not. That's the only O'Reillyism I have. Fair enough. I mean, like I said, I have said stupid things before. I've had to be corrected on the show.
Oh no, we've always got the greatest one. We're doing it live.
Yeah. Excuse me. Let's see. We're going to go check some news, fellas. Because everything I wanted to talk about, seriously, it has left my brain since this is why I try not to get off on tangents too much. Because when I do, I just lose everything.
I blame Polly because he's not here.
It's always Polly's fault. I actually want to talk to Polly because Scribe mentioned again tonight. He wants to get on y'all's show. Y'all got to make that happen.
I know. We got to do it before Scribe changes his mind and realizes that we're subpar quality.
Ellis says being dumb is a human trait. Being ignorant is a human trait. Dumb is something special. You ever try an inversion table for your back? No. I'm not sure it would help. People often suggest things to me, and I appreciate every suggestion, but until they find a way to cure spinal damage, I'm just fucked. The best I can do is find ways to live with it. Let's see. Coach, wife electrocuted as they installed new scoreboard. Oh. Well, that's why you have electricians do it. A high school baseball coach and his wife were electrocuted Sunday in Florida, Florida man, while repairing a field damaged by Hurricane Michael, authorities said. Corey Crum and his wife, Shauna, were killed as they worked to install a new scoreboard at Liberty County High School in Bristol Sunday afternoon. Oh, man. The couple's 14-year-old son was also injured, but is expected to survive. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for that poor kid.
That sucks.
Oh, man. Crum was then shocked by the electrified boom lift, prompting his wife to rush up to help him before she, too, was electrocuted. Fuck. The boom lift.
That's a common mistake, though. You see someone getting zapped and you run over and you're walking right into the field of fire.
Yep. Yeah, he was on a boom lift to get the thing set up, and they hit a power line when they did it.
Ah, damn.
Yeah. I actually have a friend, her dad was killed by a down power line. You ever hear the stories of those things jumping up and hitting people?
Oh, yeah.
Her dad was one of them.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, you see down power lines, don't go anywhere near them. Don't get out of your car.
Get the fuck away and call the power company. That's what they get paid for.
Yep.
Let's see. The woman mauled. That story keeps coming up, man. People like talking about a woman getting her ass kicked by a cat.
Shit, it coming.
Doctor gets life in prison after patient's fatal opioid overdose. Ooh. Was he giving her too much, or did he inject her? Let's see. A Kansas doctor found liable for the opioid overdose death of a patient has been sentenced to life in prison. Sentence was handed down Friday to Stephen Henson in Wichita federal court, eliciting an audible gasp in the packed courtroom. I have sentenced people to life before, Judge Thomas Martin told Henson. They were people who took guns and shot people. The overdose victim. What's that?
Lovely.
Yeah. The overdose victim, Nick McGovern, 32, went to Henson and was overprescribed the anti-anxiety drug alprazolam and methadone used to wean addicts off heroin. McGovern died in 2015. Before you, he wouldn't even have taken an aspirin for a headache, Denise McGovern said to Henson, referring to her son. He was sent to you by his physician. You made him into an addict.
Wow.
Yes or no? Life in prison for a doctor who overprescribes? I mean, that seems a bit harsh.
A little bit.
I mean, look, I definitely take his license. He never gets to practice medicine again. And I mean, I suppose you can punish him for it, but life, that seems weird. That seems way too much.
I don't know. There's so much overprescription with a lot of those medications that they're just cracking down harder, I think. It's probably not a useful thing to do, but that's just how they're going to do it.
They don't say what he went to the doctor for. Unless it was. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I cut you off. Go ahead.
I say it might have been because they said it's anti-anxiety, anti-anxiety drugs. So I'm wondering if he was dealing with depression or something.
Yeah, he might have had a sports injury because that'll give you depression and you're injured. So you get a bad cocktail, man. You can really get hooked real easy.
I just think that's life in prison. That's I'm going to go wrong. Sorry. That's too much. That is way too much. Oh, dear God. Why do we have so many of these? Ex-teacher arrested for heroin gets jail time for sex with student.
Jail time? Was it a dude?
No. A former teacher in Georgia who pleaded guilty to having sex with an underage male student has been sentenced to spend at least 3 months behind bars. Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow, harsh.
3 whole months?
She'll get out in half that with good behavior.
Oh God. Raquel Elena Spencer, who previously taught English at Northwest Whitfield High School in Tunnel Hill, was sentenced Friday to spend between 90 and 120 days at a minimum security detention center that also provides life skill classes and substance abuse counseling. Spencer, 29, must also serve the rest of a 10-year sentence on probation.
Ooh.
Perform 300 hours of community service and pay a $1,000 fine after pleading guilty to sexual assault by a person with supervisory or disciplinary authority. Spencer, who resigned after being arrested at the school last April, was also found in possession of heroin after staffers suspected that she was under the influence while at school. Those charges were dropped, however, as part of the plea agreement. So let me get this straight. This bitch is running around high on heroin at school, fucks one of her kids, gets 300 hours community service, $1,000 fine, and fucking 3 months in jail.
It's not enough.
No. But she's a woman. She's not going to get more than that.
No.
I'm surprised they gave her that much, honestly.
I mean, it's a 10-year sentence, but she's on probation. So, you know how it goes.
Yeah, probation's easy, though. You call somebody every now and then, and that's it.
Yeah.
Just keep your nose clean. You'll be fine. Don't bang any more kids. Weirdos.
I'm sick of them getting away with it. I keep asking, why does this keep happening? And then we keep seeing the sentence for it. And it's Jesus fuck, man. All right. Well, good luck with the rest of your life. Don't fuck any more children. And I hope that judge gets herpes.
You know what's not on there? She didn't have to register as a sex offender.
Oh, you know what? She probably does. Just because that usually goes with it. But you're right. They didn't mention it. I live in Arizona. My point is that Lords of the Night and MIT AM start earlier now. Oh, well, we technically do, but we really don't. Because we're still going at our time, but there's parts of the country that don't observe daylight savings time.
Lucky bastards.
To you guys, yeah, it's still what, 1 o'clock? Well, 1:56 out there. Well, not out there. Fuck. If you were here, it would only be 1:56. Yeah, is Arizona on Pacific time? I don't know.
I think they're mountain, aren't they?
Yeah, so that would make it what? 11?
2 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
2 hours behind Eastern.
So, and with an hour difference, you tell me, you live in Arizona. What fucking time is it? This is why I need my crack ass staff. They could figure this shit out for me. I shouldn't have to look that crap up or think. Oh, God. Let's see. Catholic officials demand apology for SNL joke about sex abuse. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Diocese of Brooklyn on Monday demanded a public apology from Saturday Night Live over a joke that compared the Catholic Church sex abuse scandal to R. Kelly's. The wisecrack came during SNL's Weekend Update segment, in which co-host Pete Davidson, who is not funny at all, addressed the disgraced R&B star who is facing multiple counts of sexual abuse. Quote, "Before I continue, this guy's a monster and he should have to go to jail forever," Davidson said. "But if you support the Catholic Church, isn't that the same thing as being an R. Kelly fan? I don't really see the difference, except for one's music is significantly better." In actuality, I mean, he's wrong. Being an R. Kelly fan, you're not actually, going to see him weekly. You're just listening to a song. You're not supporting a religion. But you know what, guys? Here's the thing. Every other group has been allowed. Hey, if you offend us, you need to apologize. And I'm surprised it's taken Christians this long to start using that as well.
Yeah, we got to be careful with that, though, because they might start taking more cues from the Muslims.
Yeah, exactly. Well, look, I've said this before, guys. If you want, this always comes up. How come we can't make fun of Muslims, but it's okay to make fun of Christians? Because Muslims blow shit up.
That's the definition of terrorism.
I mean, that's just the truth. That's the reality. When South Park first did their Super Best Friends episode, there was no complaint from anyone anywhere. And now that can't be shown on TV. Why? Because Muslims blew shit up. And that's what it is. And everybody's like, oh, we can't do that. That'll offend them. And what they're really saying is, I hope they don't come kill us.
Capitulation never works.
It doesn't. That's why they had that drawing thing, the Draw Muhammad contest down in Texas. They're like, don't do that. You're going to cause people to come here and be violent. No, that's not how it works. If somebody gets pissed off at something you do, that does not give them the right to kill you. And it doesn't matter what their fucking religion says. It is long past time we stopped kowtowing to the fucking Muslim extremists. And you know what? If they get pissed off at something, let them get pissed off. Anyhow, that annoys the shit out of me. Because look, guys, I'm not religious, but I can see the absolute hypocrisy in the way we treat different religions in our country.
Yeah, and the problem is that once you kowtow to one group of extremists, you're going to have 20 others start imitating them.
Yep.
I mean, you really think it's going to take a big shove to get Westboro Baptist types to do something crazy? Not necessarily them, but somebody like them. I mean, no. they're gonna see how much respect you're giving the Muslims and how much you're capitulating to them, and they want that too.
What we need to do is just look. Yeah, it's tragic when Muslims blow shit up, but the way you deal with that is not to capitulate to them, because that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, because they're just like SJWs. It'll never be enough.
Because remember, and unlike SJWs, it's actually in their doctrine to take you over. Unless you are part of them, then you're not really a person. Did you see Morrison's pathetic excuse for a backflip on Milo? Fucking hypocrites. I'm not even sure what we're talking. I mean, he was talking to Cynic, but I'm not sure what's. Well,
Milo's banned from Australia and stuff, and this guy is thinking about letting him in and all this other good junk.
Oh, I saw Sugar Tits tweeted something out about that, but I didn't. Because Sugar Tits, if you're listening, sweetie, link the articles. Don't just take a screenshot, please. Please.
And if you ever leave Bering, look me up.
Yeah, Jack's got something for you if you and Bering don't work out.
Yeah.
Look, I love Bering, and I hope it does work out. But in case it doesn't, Jack here's a nice guy.
That's all I'm saying. Well, I'm not really a very nice guy, but she doesn't need to know that. Well, how you doing?
Trying to kill some time says, I agree, but didn't you say if you call a black man a nigger and they hit you, well, that you shouldn't have said that. You did not endorse the violence, but why when Muslims blow stuff up?
It's indiscriminate when Muslims do it.
Well,
they're not targeting one person that offended them. They're killing a bunch of random people most of the time.
Yeah, and it's often for things they didn't do. But the same, I don't think that if somebody draws Muhammad, you should kill him. And I didn't say that that black man should be allowed to kill him. If somebody walked up to a Muslim and said "fuck Allah" and that Muslim punched him in the face, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Sure.
Because that is being purposely provocative. God damn. I'm having trouble with P's tonight, guys. Let me try that again. Purposefully provocative. And there was a time when if you did that, someone would just slap you in the mouth. You didn't have to get cops involved over. It's like one guy's being an asshole, the other guy put him in his place, and it was over. And there's a difference between hitting somebody and killing them. And yeah, if you walk up to a black man and say that to him and he punches you in the face, I'm okay with it. Because I mean, you were trying to provoke him, and look, you did. Good job. Muhammad was a warlord Raping pedophile dwarf. Look, you can say that to a Muslim if you want to. I wouldn't. Because I'm not out there just to look. Okay, you know what? I say provocative shit here too. And I've said it in real life. And yeah, sometimes it's caused issues. But do you guys remember when we were men? And if somebody was being a dick, you hit them and it was over.
Right.
Yep.
And now it's like, we can't touch anybody ever because the women's got to fuck. You know, women, y'all fucked everything up. I am sorry. I love you. I do. But you're so goddamn soft and nice. And you got to realize men just aren't. You got to let us be us sometimes. You got to let us get back to that. You got to let us, when somebody talks shit about your girlfriend, you can walk up and punch him in the face, have a little fight. It's over. Nobody's got to go to jail. It doesn't have to be any fucking assault charge on it. Somebody was being an asshole. It happens. Hitting is not okay, monkey. Sometimes it is. It absolutely is.
Every time somebody says violence is not the answer, and however you phrase it, it's not true, because violence is an answer. It's just not the best answer.
I disagree. I think sometimes it is the best answer.
Well, sometimes it is, but not every time.
Sure, not every time.
So, I mean, yeah, there's always an answer available to you, and sometimes that answer is violence.
Yeah. By the way, when this stream is gone, and so am I love you guys, but sorry, this one's gonna get, if any of them's gonna get it kicked off, it'll be this. So, monkey was supporting violence. Yeah, sometimes I do, actually. My favorite response to violence is never the answer is tell that to the Jews.
Yep.
Because violence is what stopped the Holocaust.
Yeah,
violence
or you see a chick getting raped.
Oh, don't hit that guy.
Yeah. Oh, don't intervene. You don't want to get violent.
Yeah, sometimes violence is the answer. I go back to what the hell's his name? Tosh, Daniel Tosh from Tosh.0.
Yeah.
He has a joke he tells about, you're never supposed to hit women. And he goes, okay, what if you come home and your wife is drowning your children in the tub? Is it okay to hit her then?
No, violence is never the answer, monkey.
I'm sorry. Sometimes violence is the answer. It should never be your first answer. And even in that case, your first, I mean, you rush to her, but that's because, instinct. But, what Jordan says, violence is never the answer. It's the solution. Yeah, there you go. Guys, I know we've been taught this forever. It's never okay to hit. Yeah, it is. I go by my mom's rule usually. It's never okay to hit first. But like I said, even though I'm okay with like the scenario that was presented earlier, white guy walking up to a black guy, dropping an N-bomb on him and getting punched. If I was in that scenario, I wouldn't punch him if I was the black guy, because I am a violence and retaliation kind of guy only. But I can understand why other people do it, and sometimes it's okay. Yeah. Self-defense is a human right. Absolutely. Violence is always the final solution. Square says, ranting monkey, next commentary response rant. I don't know. I don't know. I need to get some done. I haven't done a video in a long time, and those are really popular. I know you guys love them, and I feel bad not doing them. Jack, you talked the other day about how you'd missed some videos and you felt like you had to get those out.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to get over that feeling, but it never completely goes away. It used to be when I did them daily, if I missed one day, it was like, fuck, I got to get something out. I really do. And there's part of me that's still like that, but there's part of it that's I got to find something that motivates me enough.
See, that's kind of an issue I would have with that, is discipline is better than motivation.
Yeah.
Because if I wait around for motivation, I'm never doing anything ever.
Well, there's several problems that come into this, and I'm not going to bore everybody with it, but basically it comes down to this. If I go to make a video, you guys do not believe how many half videos I have. And I get about halfway through, I'm like, I am bored with this. I'm bored with the content. And I don't want to put that out to people. Just, well, here it is. Here's what I did. I hope you're not as bored as I was. When's the next nipple twist night, or when are we going to have Grand Monkey and Lady Monkey be guests on Lord of the Night? When it comes to the whole nipple pinching thing, that is a Lady Monkey thing. You got to talk to her about it. As for her being a guest, she usually goes to bed either right as the show is starting or about halfway through. So maybe we'll talk her into coming in sometime. And unfortunately, Grand Monkey lives so far away now that her being on is not often a choice. Terry said, Monkey, you don't make videos. Most of your audience has accepted that. Now it's your turn. I can't because, believe it or not, I love making videos. The part of videos I hate is actually recording my part of it. And it's not because I don't like what I say or anything. It's because I mess up so many times. All of this stuff you guys get to hear live, I do that during my fucking videos, whether I'm doing scripted or just answering on the fly. I fuck up so many times, and that's the longest part of all of it because I keep fucking up. But when it comes to actually editing it and putting it all together, I have a lot of fun with that. I love editing the videos. Let's see. I like food, don't you? Yeah, sometimes. As I explained earlier, with the medicine they have me on, I can't feel my stomach anymore. So I can't tell when I'm hungry, which is probably why I had the dizzy thing earlier.
Probably.
Yeah. I've actually gone like 48 hours without eating because I just didn't think about it. I was really dizzy, and Lady Monkey, what have you eaten today? I'm like, nothing. What'd you eat yesterday? Nothing. She was really mad at me that day. But it's not my fault. I blame the drugs. It's the doctor's fault. She should be put in prison. Monkey, Monkey, did you fall over again? Not since the other day. Yeah, and that day I just fell down. I didn't fall down. I almost fell down the stairs yesterday.
So much pain, so little time.
Me and Lady Monkey were walking up the stairs. I was right behind her, and I went to take a step. My leg gave out, and I started going back, but I got the other leg down just in time. Peter says, I hit men sometimes. That's because you're Australian, dude, and you guys are still manly down there. We got a bunch of fucking pussy-ass wimps up here.
Yeah.
That's why the whole beard thing took off. Look, people with giant beards, some of you look okay. Some of you look homeless. But it was, women liked it because women were like, oh, men grow beards. It's like, that was a way to be manly.
Then the hipsters got a hold of it and ruined it.
Yeah, now even having a beard looks gay. Look, we need stronger men in this country. We really do. And no, that doesn't necessarily mean punching people when they say stuff to you. I just mean we need strong men, and we don't have them. We don't have them as role models anymore. We don't have them in society in general because anytime they pop up, they get beaten down.
Yeah, they've taken the concept of being a man and effectively destroyed it because they shame every element of that.
Look, even Tucker Carlson, who I like, that's not a manly man. Think about the people. Donald Trump is not a manly man. He's an alpha by far, but that's because of how he carries himself and all that fucking money he has. He's not somebody who exudes. The only time I've seen him do it, and I actually really liked it, was when Kim Jong-un came out and he's like, we have nuclear missiles. And Trump went, my dick is bigger than yours.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was a big dick moment. That was awesome. And we need more of it. What was that?
And ours work.
Yes. I got a big dick and it works. Let's play this game.
Well, that's what's so frustrating is since they've beaten it out of people, we're almost to a point where the last generation that remembers what it's actually like to be a man is dying off.
That's, you know what this country needs more of? We need more Mike Rowe. Mike Rowe is a man. This is the dude who he's a roughneck, whether Even though he's a TV personality, when he did his show Dirty Jobs, you ever watch that shit?
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what it was, he put himself through the paces to do a whole lot of horrible shit and show people what goes on in your country that you might not even think about. Horrible jobs that you're like, I would never do that.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say he did it without bitching.
Mm-hmm. Or he'd make a joke, you know, because that's a man. To me, I'm going to start posters. We need more Mike Rowe, and a lot less of all these other goddamn pussies who are rushing to prove to women that they're women too.
Yep.
Women don't want to fuck women. Only a very small portion of them do. Jim says Mike Rowe is lesser known for his narration jobs. Yeah, it's since I saw him on Dirty Jobs, I've occasionally watched something else and caught his voice. I'm like, Mike. And he does have a really good narration voice.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what my 3 sons would look like with today's standards. Oh, God. Oh, God. It'd be 3 little gay kids. And look, there's nothing wrong with being gay. Sorry. The gay stereotype. Let me put that out there. Women want to cuck. No, they don't. We read a thing on Lords of the Night tonight during the MSS news part. Somebody sent in an advice column where this dude, he's like, look, I'm in a relationship. I'm married. And my wife is bisexual. And sometimes she sleeps with other dudes. But the other night we had a couple over and I thought it was just, a friendly thing. And then the wives started getting frisky. And he said, I thought me and the dude were there to, just watch. And then the dude put his hand on my thigh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And he goes, so I got up and left the room. And now my wife is mad at me because she said I'm not being open-minded enough.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, hon. Here's a hot poker for you.
Yeah.
It would have been hard for her to say that to me when the house was on fire and they were all burning to death.
Look, you can't spring. I've said this so many times. You cannot surprise somebody with penis. You can't.
It never ends well.
No, it doesn't. Whether it's the trap situation or something like this, where his wife is trying to get him pegged by a dude. No, you can't spring dick on people. But again, I'm telling that story just because women want cucks. No, they don't. This one does. So if you're looking for a woman like that, she's out there. She's insane, and you probably shouldn't be with somebody like that. But
yeah, those open relationships, I've never seen one work. I know a lot of people that have tried them, and it always ends in tears.
Yeah. What's the name of Satsu's new channel? It is Family 2 Cents or Fam 2 Cents. I forget which one.
I think the second one.
Fam 2 Cents, yeah. Trying to kill some time says, I just realized there were no illegals in dirty jobs, but we're always told we need them to do jobs nobody wants to do. If Americans will inseminate turkeys, they'll pick food. Yeah, look, that whole they're doing jobs that Americans don't want to do. That's been disproven over and over again. It just has been. Why the hell you want to get with a bisexual woman who wants to have sex with people other than you? Look, I see the appeal of a bisexual woman. It's why I watch lesbian porn. Your wife getting banged by another dude, though, that's where I'm like, no. Sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't stand for that.
Yeah, me either.
But if she wants to munch some carpet, I don't care. She don't even have to let me watch. Just let me smell it afterwards.
Yeah.
That's not right. The only job they need the illegals to do is vote Democrat. That's true. And there's always been that joke, that Democrats only want illegal. Man, I'm all over the place tonight. I apologize, but the Democrats only want illegals here so that they'll vote Democrat. And then you have states like California who are actually starting in certain places to let them vote in local elections. And their rationale is this was a school board, San Francisco area. It wasn't San Francisco, I don't think. Maybe it was San Francisco. But yeah, they're letting them vote in school board elections because it affects their children too. Well, it wouldn't if they weren't fucking here.
Yep. Sounds like foreign interference to me.
No shit. Oh, man. It's like saying we got to let the prison inmates vote because the vote affects them too.
Well, they're already doing that in some places too.
I know. Because they think it's going to, yeah, anyhow. Dax, can you hold this down for just a moment? I will be right back. Dax?
Dax?
Did we lose Dax?
No, I'm here. It's because I apparently went into fucking mute mode again.
Oh, will you run this for just a second? I'll be right back.
Yeah, sorry about that. So, Jack, would you ever watch like a sibling in a sex video?
No, weird.
I know, but I've actually heard people say, yeah, I would love to see, how they do it compared to, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I actually had a conversation with somebody about that like a month ago.
Maybe I just have really ugly siblings or something.
I never wanted to see my sister bang, and I definitely don't want to see my brother bang nobody.
Yeah, gross.
They justify like they really want to see the difference. It's scientific for them, and I'm like, what?
What kind
I don't believe that excuse at all.
No, I really don't either.
No, there's some weird family issues going on there. Like I've dated a lot of weird chicks over the years, but aside from one with some serious daddy issues, like serious daddy issues, no, none of them would have been into that even. And
it's just,
that's a weird one because that you might as well just bang your sibling at that point. That's just fucked up.
I mean, it reminds me of That's My Boy movie, that Adam Sandler flick.
I never saw that one.
Well, you didn't miss much, but it just reminds me of it.
Lucky Pop-Tart says, yeah, I don't want to see most people bang. I'm with you on that. Most people,
yeah.
I don't want to see them bang.
You wouldn't watch Rosie O'Donnell bang?
No.
Not even curious.
Nope.
No.
I'm not sure I believe that.
No, not Rosie. Look, there's a lot of people I would watch bang. I mean, I'm a dude. I watch porn. It happens. Or at least I read about it on the Christian Science Monitor. But when it comes to like family, no. Like I would watch my aunt have sex if it wasn't with my uncle, but that's because she married into the family. So that's different.
Okay, well let's get on something less incesty, sort of, but in the same vein. What about step siblings?
Well, see, I know I know step siblings who ended up married, but they were dating when their parents got together.
All right, that's a little less weird.
Right, yes. I mean, they were already a couple when their parents got married.
Well, let's say they were, I don't know, their parents hooked up when they were each 10.
No, God, no. That's too much like marrying your own sister or having sex with your sister. No.
Yeah, I think the length of time matters in that situation.
Sure.
If like you've only known each other for like 6 months, okay, you might bang. If you're both teenagers at the time, like you're both 16 or something. And it depends how hot the other one is.
Yeah.
So, or if she's a big sea cow, then.
I mean, okay, this is gonna get me in trouble. You're 16. Your mom marries her dad. She's 16. She's huge, but she's got low self-esteem, so she'll let you put it in the butt. Maybe. I mean, that makes up for some of the cuteness.
Yeah, I think step siblings is probably a little more acceptable, but I think from an attraction standpoint, you would not have to have known each other very long. Otherwise, you get too familiar with someone, and they become like a sibling, and then it's an issue. Then you probably need to see a shrink.
Yeah.
This is actually why the show Game of Thrones bothers me so much.
That's weird, isn't it?
It didn't bother more people in our society. In the very first episode, you have siblings banging and then one of them trying to kill a child.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, this is the greatest thing ever. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the show. But it's weird to me that more people weren't like, no, no. I'm not watching siblings bang, even if it's, fake on TV. But I mean, Then you have things like Lolita, which has been popular for God, how long now? And
decades,
yeah, all of us would be like, no. Lolita, by the way, it comes from a book, y'all. For those of you who don't know, about a young chick who bangs an old dude.
What's a book?
Yeah, what's a book?
Oh, they have great battery life.
Oh man, New York is going backward and handling serious mental illness. Yeah, I mean, got all those.
Whole country's been like that. We let them all roam the street.
Yeah. Lock them up and zap them. Isn't that how we used to do it?
Well, we used to lock them up, and as bad as some things in that scenario were, it was much better than letting them be out of danger to themselves and others.
MCRN says, is book on YouTube?
No.
Actually, some of them, yes.
It's very analog, the book.
Yes. Bad comic reviews, streams, Game of Thrones. Come for the incest, stay for the dragons. Yeah. I want, when, especially with cable shows, those kind of things, they interest me. Where society allows them to go these days. We always talk about things that can't be on TV anymore, like Married with Children. They wouldn't be allowed on for a lot of the sexual jokes they make. But you can have siblings banging.
Yep.
You can have rape. And my favorite part of Game of Thrones, the girl being raped, learning to be a better rape victim and taking over and turning her husband, because Daishiki, what the fuck is her name? Daenerys whatever.
Targaryen.
Yeah. When she marries the wild dude, he just rapes her every night, and then she's like, I need to be a better rape victim. How do I do it? And the girls teach her how to be a better rape victim, and then she falls in love by having good sex with him. Like,
it's a little more complicated than that.
It is not more complicated than that.
It was an arranged marriage. It wasn't exactly rape.
It was rape. She didn't want it.
Of course she didn't want it. That's how most of arranged marriages went.
Now, to be fair, in the book, she's like 13 or 14.
Yeah, exactly. That too.
Yeah, that's a book.
Reno says, you are aware rape is a female fantasy. Yes, I understand that. Fantasy.
Yeah, there's a big difference between the two.
You know, it's amazing, though. That same plot line has been used in soap operas for years, where some girl gets raped by a dude, and then later they're in love.
Yep.
Like, didn't he rape her? Yeah. Oh.
But it proved that he wanted her so bad that he couldn't take no for an answer. That must be love.
And this is, and let's be honest, who watched those things? Women. That wasn't teaching men to rape. Maybe we need to teach women not to teach men to rape. I don't know. It's just so weird. It's so weird what we put out there. And they'll get upset about, like right now, they're mad at Tucker Carlson because he said a couple of, I wouldn't even call what he said edgy.
Nah.
When it comes to being edgy, you're a puss, man. Come on. Step up your game.
You could do better.
You should be watching this show. We're way edgy.
Shit. I'll show you how to do it. British royal family, anyone? Yeah. Look, we all know royal families are inbred like a motherfucker. They're cousins, sister, aunts. Turn around and fuck their dad, uncle, grandpa. Lucifer says it's called Stockholm syndrome. Yes, I know that's what it's called. However, it's not something we should be promoting as a idealistic thing, because later when he ends up inevitably dying. Sorry if I'm ruining the show, guys. This was season 1. We're in season 7 or something now. I'm not giving you a spoiler alert for that long ago. I mean, she's devastated. Oh my God, not my husband. No, that's your rapist. That's your rapist.
Now, to be fair, he quit to do that Conan movie, and now he's Aquaman.
That's true. That is true. And through it all, he's had the best eyeliner on TV.
It's true.
That dude wears a lot of fucking eye makeup.
Yeah, he really likes that.
He does. You ever had eyeliner put on? Oh, it sucks.
Nope, I'm a dude.
I wouldn't know.
Well, I'm a dude too, but I've done theater, my friend.
Oh,
and they make you
a little gay.
He was a set designer. You know exactly what that means.
I was a star, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You actually remember the last performance I did, I got into a fight 3 days beforehand, because I got suspended for the fight. And I came back just in time to do the play that night. And the fucker I got in a fight with had long fucking nails and he scratched my fucking face.
Ooh.
He took a huge chunk out of it, man. And this girl does my makeup and she's very careful around it. She covers it best she can. But one of my friends who was also in there, she comes over to talk to me and she sees it. And she goes, "You have a smudge on your makeup." And she just digs her fucking finger right into it to wipe it off. I'm like, "Oh, you bitch." It's like, that's a scar. Stop it. How was the casting couch to get the part? Look, I would have banged that teacher. She was But actually, that was a one-act play. The year 4 drama students got to direct one-act plays, and they had the rest of us act for them. And my director was hot. I tried to hit on her, but she was not interested. Under the bright lights, you need makeup. Yeah. You kind of have to, otherwise you get all washed out, and everybody up there looks like a fat concentration camp victim.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. What play are we doing this year? Boy in the Pajamas.
Wearing makeup is something you can do. Eyeliner is hard depending on the product. Well, when they did my eyeliner that time too, it was a very dull pencil, and this bitch kept just ramming it into my eyes. She was not very good at her job. First act porn scenes. One act porn scene. Look, that she was cute, man. Her name, I'm not gonna say her name. Yeah, she was really cute.
Her name is Lola.
I don't think you guys should do wings. I don't think guys should do wings. Oh, what wings? What is she talking about? Poppy, we don't need things with wings.
I mean, I could use a Red Bull.
Dumpster Tron says theater chicks are hard work and they always fuck the stagehands. That's not entirely true. And to be honest, I didn't put that much work into her. Theater chicks, a lot of theater chicks have daddy issues.
Yeah,
they do.
Best part of the theater.
Yeah. Oh, winged eyeliner. Nobody should do that. Nobody should do that. It looks retarded.
Retarded? Bad word.
Look, there's so many people who do it, and I'm not trying to be mean to them, but stop it. I know you're trying to get those Asian eyes because white guys like Asians. You don't look Asian. You look like you sneezed when you were doing your makeup. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jack.
Oh, no, I was agreeing with you. Don't try and look Asian. If you extend it further out and put the little dip, it looks Egyptian. That's acceptable if you can pull it off. If you got a big fat face, don't do that. Round faces don't work with that. And Asian chicks, we will see through your disguise that you're fake Asian. And that is just like being a trap.
Chaos says, "What the fuck are you saying about my eyeliner?" Look, you don't need. It looks like you sneezed when you do that way all over to your temple. I'm waiting for the day when white girls start wearing it all the way over to their ear, like the Egyptian look. No, just stop it. Stop it. You're white. Stop it. White people, embrace your whiteness. You can't
don't
dance.
take that the wrong way.
Yeah, don't start an ethno state. Just don't be ashamed of who you are. That takes skill. I'm not saying it doesn't take skill. I'm saying don't do it.
Do it.
Do it. Flying a plane into a building takes a little bit of skill. Don't do it. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Good save.
Anyhow, I like the smoky eye look. Oh God. We should probably move on from this before I lose viewers.
He's gay. We knew it. Moving on.
My hair is gay, not me.
Is that why you did theater?
No, I did.
The hair was like attached to your brain slightly at that time, and it's just like, you're gonna do what I tell you to do.
Two things. One, I did theater because my older brother did it, and I wanted to be like him. And two, I stayed in theater because that was the popular place to be in my high school.
So you went to a gay high school. It's okay.
Yeah.
Look, I was banging every day in high school, so and it was
the boys don't count.
No, it was all women, man. So it might have been gay, but I was not. I did theater because of girls. Exactly, Vortex. I mean, there's a ton of bitches in there, and all of them want attention. So, Ellis says, "Would you participate in porn if you had the chance?" Probably. Yeah. Why not?
Oh, I have no shame. So yeah.
Yeah. Shame is not a. What is that? Emotion. It's not an emotion I'm burdened with. Because fuck shame.
I've already gotten my entire family used to being the one they don't want to be associated with. So I have nothing to lose there.
It's so weird. My family is so straight-laced and they just love me. I'm the black sheep and they embrace it. I don't know. It's like white people who embrace Will Smith. I mean, he's the black one, but they love him. Thank Allah, Polly's here. Polly, I think they want you to come fix the show.
Ain't gonna happen.
Oh God. Okay, yes, Grizz, I will check on MIT AM. We haven't done that yet, so let's take a look over there because Grizz actually mentioned or asked if there was anything new. So I'm guessing he dropped us some stuff. What is going on in my DMs? Massive Dynamic, I love you, but that was weird. Why is there a hipster Yoda in our
fucking Polly?
Wow, that's disturbing. Anyhow, so let's see. If you guys want to send us a story, we will probably ignore for a couple of days. Send it over. What hashtags should they send that to, Dax?
Well, that would be at MIT AM.
Over on the Twitter machine, y'all. While Venezuelans die in hospital without dialysis, a government official has quinceañera. Thank you. With generators, link will auto translate. Okay. That's still in Spanish.
Well, you're in America. You should know how to speak the national language.
I don't speak the servant language.
En Venezuela se enfrenta el apagón más duradero y cautizo de la historia. La ministra del Turismo de Nicolás Morado, Stella Lugo, celebra por todo lo alto el cumpleaños número 15. I forget how to say 15 in Spanish. Sorry.
Wow.
De su hija. What?
Nothing.
I'm not gonna read the rest of it. Yeah, it didn't auto translate. I'm not sure what's going on here.
She had her birthday at the Rain Lounge, and it basically cost $1,500. And people who can't even get equipment at the hospitals are getting mad at these fuckers, and they're ready to yell and scream and ran shit down.
Look, they're in Venezuela. Let's see. Jack Cochran sends this one in. Conor McGregor arrested on strong-armed robbery, criminal mischief charges in Miami Beach.
Woo!
Shocker.
Go get him, Conor.
This dude is spiraling.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to put him in his place. And I mean, like, his family, they need an intervention kind of thing with this dude. Former UFC 2 division champion Conor McGregor has been arrested in Miami Beach on charges of strong-arm robbery and criminal mischief. McGregor was booked into the Turner Guilford, I think is how you say that, Night Correctional Center in Miami tonight after an incident that allegedly took place early in the day outside the Fountain Fontainebleau, Miami Beach Hotel, Fontainebleau. I like that, Fontainebleau. I'm probably saying it all kinds of fucked up, but I think it's actually blue. The Miami Herald first reported the news. McGregor allegedly took the phone from a man taking photos of him outside the hotel and smashed it. According to Miami-Dade County Jail website, McGregor charges of strong-arm robbery and criminal mischief of $1,000 or more. Comes with bonds of $7,500 and $5,000 respectively. Both are felony charges. UFC officials did not immediately respond to a request for comment, and the promotion has not made any formal statement on McGregor's arrest. A spokeswoman for McGregor's attorney. Okay, that's a hell of a law firm where they're showing spokespeople.
He's pretty rich.
Miami-based Samuel Rabin issued a statement to MMAfighting.com that said, last evening, Conor McGregor was involved in a minor altercation over a cell phone that resulted in a call to law enforcement. Mr. McGregor appreciates the response of law enforcement and pledges his full cooperation. Sure, I'm sure he does. Conor, get some help, man. You're going to ruin your fucking life. You're going to end up in prison.
Yeah.
Look, he's a good fighter too. I mean, anybody who knows fighting knew he was going to lose to Floyd Mayweather because boxing is a different beast, and Mayweather runs like a motherfucker when he's in the ring.
And that dude could take a hit like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
So this kind of upsets me because McGregor could easily get himself killed by the cops. Because the guy's a lethal weapon. This whole body's a weapon. And he takes a swing at one of those cops, they're going to shoot him dead.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd be fully justified in doing it, too, because all you got to do is be like, MMA fighter. He could kill all of us and take our guns. You know, you don't know what kind of rampage this psycho is going to go on.
Yeah. I mean, we got video of him losing his fucking mind and throwing the what was it he threw at that bus?
Like a chair or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. He's not Dave says tasers don't always work. That's why I carry a 40 cal Glock. Yeah. Look, there's a guy I actually lost a friend over this because this was after the not Trayvon, Michael Brown. After the Michael Brown incident, near where I live, maybe 30 miles away, something like that, there was this guy who the police shot. They tased his ass 3 times. 3 times, and he kept coming at them, and he had a steel pipe with him. And so they shot him dead. And this friend of mine's like, a female, of course. They shouldn't have done that. All he had was a pipe. I'm like, do you know what you can do with a fucking pipe?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This is a guy who's still standing after being tased 3 fucking times. There's no other at that point. Yeah, you got to put him down. It sucks. It sucks that this guy lost his life over it. But he probably shouldn't have been on the drugs that he was on. Because, yeah. Vortex says tasers are super unreliable. I think they need to aim for the nuts.
It's hard to hit. I've actually been shot with a taser when I went through training for the juvenile correctional facility I worked at.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not pleasant.
Yeah.
It is a very unpleasant experience that I would not care to repeat, but it affects everybody differently. And especially big guys, if they're under the influence of certain types of drugs or even just really drunk.
Mm-hmm.
There are some people that just are more immune to it than others. Most people, it'll affect you no matter what. But that dart doesn't go in all the way or doesn't penetrate clothing. You might be in a world of hurt because that 25-foot strike distance, that's a kill zone, man. If somebody has a knife and they come at you and you're not ready for it, you're dead.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, people do not understand. We've had this discussion on Lords of the Night a few times. The ability to close a distance with a knife is a lot faster than you think.
Yeah, especially if they know what they're doing.
Yeah. And there's also the idea, even without a knife, the ability to close that distance is it's fast, guys. It doesn't have somebody stand 50 feet away from you and run at you and count. See how long it takes them to reach you.
Yeah, and then try and perform a task while they're doing it.
Yeah.
Even a simple one like reaching for a gun. You could be in some real trouble.
Real quick, this is the time of the show where we're going to remind you that Ranting Monkey is brought to you by you. If you'd like to support the channel, there's the Streamlabs link there. There's the Super Chat button down below. You can also like and share the stream, and I thank you guys so much for anything you can do. Any amount of support is always appreciated. Don't forget to appreciate to appreciate Jack and Dax as well. They're going to throw their Streamlab links in there for you if you'd like to toss some shekels their way. And I say shekels only because they're both Jews.
Oi.
Well, I like money. So.
I love money. Money's awesome. Let's see. Run the 40 meter in 5 seconds. Yeah. Under 21 feet, you're done. It's amazing how fast people can close that distance. It really is. And I watched this guy who he was really anti-police and all the stuff that went around with Michael Brown and stuff. So they took him and they had him go through some police training where the police have to make a life or death call. He's the cop in the situation. He's got a fake gun, of course, and the bad guys are bearing down on him. And it was various different lengths and various different scenarios. And in every one, he fucking put him down because I didn't know what else to do. It was too fast. Yeah, I know, guys. There's times I've seen cops who do stuff, and it's wrong to me. That one with the kid who was crawling.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
That was so hard to watch. Oh my God, he was obviously just trying to fix his shorts.
Yeah,
and the cop blasted him, and that's a video I regret ever watching because that was horrible. But when you have, I mean, some of these, I mean, like the Michael Brown thing, fuck him. Fuck him. Yeah. I love the thing. He was running away. Then how did he get shot in the front?
He was running backwards. Like you do.
This one comes to us from Shadow Knight. Democrat-controlled New York on the verge of bankruptcy. Experts warn. Under the Democrat control of New York Governor Andrew Cuomo and New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio. Bill de Blasio. Every time there's two words that are very close together, starting with the same letter, I've been fucking it up tonight. Yeah, Silverback, the one in the hotel hallway. That was the one.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, that is. If you guys haven't seen it, don't go look for it. New York City is sinking towards an all-out financial disaster for the first time in over 40 years, according to Milton Ezrita, a leading economist. It
was nice they got rid of Amazon then, wasn't it?
Look, do not think it's true just because an economist said it. Economists say a whole bunch of shit that don't even come close to coming true. Economics is a guess. Now you can make an educated guess, which I'm hoping he did here, but I just want to point that out. He is not a prognosticator. But yeah, economics is basically a guess on when it comes to this kind of stuff. There are economic things that you can absolutely replicate, but as Rita warns, the city's liberal policies could see the city go bankrupt as many individuals and businesses flee the city for lower taxes and local government spending at an all-time high. The long-term debt has now skyrocketed to over $81,000 per household, and Mayor de Blasio is ramping up to spend an extra $3 billion more in the new budget over the current $89 billion. Yeah, and see, that's what I'm talking about. You can look at it and go, okay, they're spending way too much and people are leaving. But that doesn't mean they can't fix it. But yeah, is anybody surprised? You can't put these huge ass taxes on businesses and say, please stay here and pay these when you could go somewhere else that's cheaper.
Yeah, the businesses will leave. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Silverback says that cop was a trigger-happy kid who lost control of the situation. Not just trigger-happy. I mean, he was overly emotional. He should not have been in that situation. The way he was screaming at them. Look, I understand you're making this bust, but if you were that concerned about how they were, send somebody over to cuff them where they were.
Yeah, I think one of the main problems is a lack of training, and we tend to hire ex-military, and in the military, you're taught to shoot a little more often than restrain someone. So they're following that instinct because that's what they were trained to do.
Well, I read or heard somewhere that the reason they did that is because they wanted to get into that hotel room, and they wanted to make sure they couldn't like surprise them or anything. Like you had all these trained cops with your guns right on the door.
Yep.
Have somebody go over and cuff them. Instead, they snuffed out that kid's life.
Yeah, they fucked up that whole situation, and there'll be no consequence for it.
No. And like I said, look, guys, there's a lot of times I'm on the cop side, but that one is not one of them. Legislature tries to rein in dubious emotional support animals. Thank you, Massive Dynamic. I think we've read that one. I can't remember if it was on Lords of the Night or here, but this is a new version of the story. Excuse me, that spirit won't light itself. Emotional support animals have mauled people on planes, given birth at airports, and been flushed down terminal toilets. Pebbles!
Never forget.
Pebbles, you were too good for this world. Forcing airlines to crack down on the pets. Now, Florida lawmakers are converging on the latest front in the war on fake service animals. Apartments and condo buildings. Oh, this is a different one. I thought this was just about the planes. Senator, see, I told you guys, we all make mistakes. Anyway, Senator Manny Diaz, a highly, I don't know. A highly Republican wants to crack down on people who claim their pet is an emotional support animal to get out of paying rent or pet deposits or to get into buildings that don't allow pets. Oh. I would have never thought of that. I'm not devious enough.
Well, now you have an idea.
Well, me and my 13-foot pet alligator are going to file a complaint.
Nope, thank you. The guy who shot wasn't the same guy who was yelling. The sergeant was the one yelling. Something happened to him. Don't remember his punishment, though. Everybody involved, fuck them. They that should not have been handled the way it was.
Nope.
Yep. Agreed.
Cocksuckers.
And that's my final word on this. I can't talk about that anymore. Okay.
Ellis says someone had a service fox, but did they have a service hound too?
The Fox and the Hound was a good movie. The second one sucked.
That second one's always suck with Disney.
What the hell were we just talking about?
Emotional support animals.
Emotional support, yeah. They need to rein that shit in. Because you have these people carrying animals fucking everywhere.
They need to just have IDs and like registration for them at all times. I don't see what's the problem with saying this is my service animal and it's registered. That's all you got to say. You don't even have to say what your disability is. Just carry a piece of paper that guarantees that you were, given the right to do this.
Here's the thing with an emotional support animal, it's not the same as a seeing eye dog.
Right.
This is just this animal makes me feel better.
Yeah, see, the service dog is actually doing a service. The other one is for pussies.
Are you saying that my emotions aren't worth servicing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Quit being a pussy, man up, face the real world, or never leave your house. I don't really care which. Just don't leave your fucking yippy little dog in the aisle where it's going to poop and I'm going to step in it. Pisses me off.
I should not have to deal with piss in the middle of a fucking supermarket because you can't go outside without your chihuahua.
Yeah, so irritating. I saw one in a restaurant the other day. I wanted to murder someone. It's unsanitary.
Yep.
It's disgusting. We do not live like savages. There's no reason to have these things. Stop being a pussy. We're enabling dumb people to be bigger pussies than they already are.
Yeah, such a pussified country.
Yeah, we're going to get invaded.
Here's the thing: a lot of them, none of them, they don't need. They're not a emotional support animal. It's I want to bring my baby with me because you have these people who, that's my baby. And look, if you're being cute and it's like those are our kids, okay, fine. But there are people who actually argue it's just like having a kid. I'm like, no, it's really not. You fucking tard.
If your girlfriend refers to her pets as fur babies, you should really reconsider dating her because she's probably nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And doesn't it always make you wonder if she was with their dad?
Right? Man, I don't know. Look, I get real fired up about this because it's so stupid. It's abusing the system.
Well, look, it's not just abusing the system. It's unsanitary.
Yeah.
And that is fucking disgusting. There's a reason we keep our supermarkets clean, why they have clean standards and health inspectors who come in.
That's how we sorry.
No, go ahead.
That's how we maintain a first world country. If you want to live like you're in Jakarta or the Philippines where you have your pet chicken tied up out front, that's fine. You can do that. Don't bring it to my door. I don't want that shit. Go live over there. They'll be happy to have you and trade places with you. If you want to live like that, you go over there, give them some rando your citizenship, and they can come over here. We'll get a good hard worker that understands how sanitation works. Criminy.
Ecto says turned away a lot of fat idiots on scooters with support chihuahuas. See, we're not allowed. I say we weren't allowed to when I worked at Walmart to even question them.
And I think that's stupid.
Yep.
Well, the managers could go ask them, but no matter what their answer was, they couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's enabling these people. Yeah. We're enabling this cycle of pussification where somebody's like, oh, my emotions, I feel bad because somebody said the mean words on the Twitter. And then they buy a little yip dog that's going to poop and pee on everything and chew up stuff. And then the company's like, oh, we have to capitulate to these weak, sick, stupid people. And then it just continues and cycles around because somebody else is like, well, my feelings are hurt too. I'm a pussy too. I need to have a little pet too. It's disgusting.
Ecto, I'm not sure where you work, but that's how it should be. Provide a physical action. The whole time I worked there, I saw one service animal. It was a seeing eye dog. Actually, I saw several of them. There was a woman who trained them, and she brought them into the store, which I had no problem with. That look, that's fine. But I also saw people with everything from mice to the little yippy fucking dogs who might as well be mice. But I remember this one cat, and the reason I remember that cat is because it fucking pissed in my aisle. The aisle I'm working on. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? And she's like, I'm so sorry. Like, take the fucking cat home. Why do you have it in public, you fucking freak? Bert and Ernie, thank you. Women work well when wearing wellies with warm weather windbreakers, when wandering West Wales wetlands with markers. Fuck, I almost did it. Let's see how long that takes. Hey, I almost got all the way through it. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then I saw all the W's. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
My man.
Thank you so much for the donation, you ass. All right. We have to talk about racist pollution.
Oh, racist pollution.
Massive Dynamic sends in this one. Unequal air pollution from whites disproportionately affects blacks and Hispanics. Blacks and Hispanics disproportionately breathe air that's been polluted by non-Hispanic whites, according to a study. This new research quantifies for the first time the racial gap between who causes air pollution and who breathes it.
What?
Quote, pollution is disproportionately caused by whites, but disproportionately inhaled by black and Hispanic minorities, the study says.
That's awesome. I love these people.
No, when you were younger, is that a sentence you ever would have imagined you said as a grown-up?
No. 2 minutes ago, that's not a sentence I would have ever imagined saying. Poor air quality remains the largest environmental health risk in the United States, the study warns. In fact, with 100,000 deaths per year, more Americans die from air pollution than car crashes and murders combined.
Oh, bullshit.
The fuck are you talking about? How do you quantify that poor air is what killed 100,000 people? I mean, unless they actually died from like smoke inhalation.
Yeah, I want to see a death certificate that says, yeah, he died from inhaling pollution.
Quote, even though minorities are contributing less to the overall problem of air pollution, they are affected by it more, the study co-author Jason Hill, an engineering professor at the University of Minnesota, who is white, actually says that. Is it fair that I create more pollution and somebody else is disproportionately affected by it? You're an engineering professor at the University of Minnesota. What air pollution are you causing, sir? Do you have like tires burning out back?
Yeah, are you next to a ghetto, like fanning a tire fire right at them? Like, I don't understand. Does he walk up to minorities and fart in their faces? What's this guy doing in his free time that's causing this?
Hill said that while the air in the U.S. has gotten cleaner in the past decade, pollution inequity has remained stubbornly high. What is especially surprising is just how large pollution inequity is and has been for well over a decade, Hill said.
Oh, whatever.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still reading because this fascinates me, the stupid shit these people say. Go ahead, Jack.
I was just going to say, you know who it really disproportionately affects? Indians and Chinese people. Because those are the biggest polluters in the world, is India and China.
And they're brown, so they're hurting the white folks. Damn Indians and Chinese. The type of pollution analyzed by the study is known as PM 2.5. Tiny grains of particulate matter. Sorry, excuse me 1 second. You guys can talk while I'm doing this.
No, I'm waiting patiently.
We don't want the dead air. Sorry.
So enraging.
Tiny grains of particulate matter that are especially dangerous to human health because they can get deep into our lungs. These particles are at 2.5 micrometers. Micrometers, okay. Far smaller than the width of the human hair, are produced by car tailpipes, power plant smokestacks, and burning materials. The study found that Black and Hispanic Americans bear a pollution burden. Blacks are exposed to about 56% more pollution than is caused by their consumption. For Hispanics, it's slightly higher, 63%. However, non-Hispanic whites experience a pollution advantage, meaning they breathe about 17% less air pollution than they cause.
How are they quantifying this?
Hang on. If you're causing the air pollution, how are you not affected by it? I mean, unless you're burning something away from you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you work at one of these power plants that's producing pollution, everybody in there is going to breathe that air when they walk outside. Every one of them. White, black, brown, doesn't matter. Yep. I'm failing to...
Oh, you know what this is? This is that environmental racism crap.
Yeah. Of course it is.
It's saying that, like, because brown people disproportionately use the busing system, that all you evil white car owners are causing their health problems. That's the type of shit I think they're leading to here. It's a bunch of pseudoscience.
Oh, well, you like this next part. The formula scientists use in their study is driven by disparities in the amount of goods and services that groups consume and in the exposure to the resulting pollution.
And there it is.
Quote, oh, it gets better. Quote, on average, whites tend to consume more than minorities. It's because of wealth, he'll say.
Yep, there it is.
Hooray.
Well, in that case, you know, Asians are definitely the biggest polluters because they're the richest people in the country by percentages.
For example, the scientists found that whites spend more money on pollution-insensitive goods and services than do blacks and Hispanics, which means they generate more pollution than other groups do. No.
That is not how that works. How do you science? Oh, my God.
Researchers say their pollution inequity formula could be used on other types of environmental burdens. I'm sure it could be, but that's not even close to science. That's fucking retarded.
Oh, can I coin a phrase here right now? Trademark.
Please.
Trademark. Products. Wait, I just had it. Damn it. Poverty. Privilege plus products equals pollution.
Yes.
I got lost somewhere in there, but yeah, I agree.
So in this dude's estimation, if a black man owns a huge power plant that puts a shit ton of pollution into the air, and everybody who works there is black, but that power plant supplies a mostly white neighborhood, white people are putting more pollution into the air.
Yeah, because white people buy more stuff. So obviously that grill you bought and the TV you bought are disproportionately affecting the brown people. This is just more race-baiting pseudoscience. This is like the shit Hitler used to hire his historians and scientists to do. It's eugenics dressed up in a new package.
How about we wrap up with a Mary Sue article?
Yay!
I don't know what this one's about. The title intrigued me. Why is it not loading? There it goes. This comes to us from Frosted Glass. Saturday Night Live missed the point with their "Can I Play That" sketch. Okay. Mary Sue ripping on Saturday Night Live caught my interest.
Oh my God. They eat their own.
Way to miss the point, Saturday Night Live. While the show sometimes misses the boat, "Can I Play That" is a direct attack on everyone who is upset when an actor decides to play the wrong ethnicity or gender, or when able actors take roles away from disabled performers. Many comedians believe we live in a PC world. Everything has to be politically correct, and to them, that's a direct attack on comedy. No, you can still be funny without openly insulting vulnerable people. So this sketch, which features Idris, how do you say it? Idris Elba. Idris Elba. Mm-hmm. Cicely Strong and Beck Bennett playing a game show and discussing what roles they can and cannot play. That's actually funny. Feels like Saturday Night Live making a mockery of those who want the right representation in our films. Fuck you. Look, this is Saturday Night Live's way of pointing out that everything on Twitter is thrown out of context. That's not untrue, but this is a terrible way to go about it. Most of Twitter's debate on who can and cannot play the role stems from the fact that we've seen 2 different white women play Asian characters within the last 5 years. You motherfuckers, Will Smith is too white or too light to play a black man. That is a real story.
That's so stupid.
He's been, I don't know if he's actually been tapped to play it or if he's been just talked about, but him playing the Williams sisters' dad, they're like, oh, he's not black enough. Let's see. Yes, you've read that right. 5 years. So making a mockery of people wanting casting to, I don't know, be accurate shows that whoever wrote this sketch just wanted to call out politically correct people on Twitter, which makes me think that Michael Chi probably had something to do with it. I don't know why that makes her think it. The sketch does make some good points, primarily in regards to the questions about who can play a Japanese character in a film, but something that the call-out culture of Twitter is trying to fix. The more we bring these problems to everyone's attention, the easier it is to fix them within Hollywood. It's not a fucking problem. Do I think we shouldn't call out Twitter for its problems? No, I think we should take a look at why people are angry and assess the situation from there. Mocking people for wanting accurate representation in our films isn't the way to go about this Saturday Night Live. And from the feel of this sketch, it was all because you wanted to make that James Bond joke. I don't know what that means. Probably for Idris Elba, because people have talked about him being Bond. Yeah, we got to talk about this for a minute. You guys, we've mentioned this before. You have no problem with Hamilton. Hamilton was a big thing, and every fucking liberal on the planet was, this is so great. Best play I've ever seen. Best play, best. It's better than Shakespeare. I haven't seen it, so I can't say it is or isn't, but I can say Hamilton wasn't a black man. He wasn't a Puerto Rican. He wasn't. He was pretty fucking white, and so were all of the people in his circle. Everyone he knew, if he knew black people, it's because they worked for him against their will. You had no problem with it when it goes that way. And the outrage over the white girls playing Asians, it was white women throwing fits about it. The people who made the films and the people who made the art in the first place had no fucking problem with it. But you guys get fucking outraged. Oh no, she should have slanting her eyes. Quick, give her those wings so she looks Asian.
Like I said before, and I'll say again, if anybody's actually, familiar at all with the source material, the bitch changes bodies all the time. She hasn't had the same body for many, many years. She keeps breaking them because her job sucks.
Then go ahead. I'm sorry, Jack.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, she said it's just these two things. Bullshit. There was a huge one over the trans thing because Scarlett Johansson was going to play a trans man.
Oh, yeah. I was actually looking forward to that.
Yeah. And oops, she had to step out. We had the controversy, but it only came up after the movie was already made and being promoted and released with, the guy from Breaking Bad playing the cripple.
Oh, yeah. Bryan Cranston,
yeah. So don't tell me it's just two things in 5 years. Fuck you. You're full of shit. It's happening more and more and more. And literally to the point now, you're telling Will Smith, a fucking black man, that he can't play a black man in a film because his skin's too light. That's how fucking retarded. It's going to get down to the point where, he had blue eyes. You don't. Sorry. It's called acting. Go ahead.
Nothing will ever get made with these people in charge. If you keep listening to these outraged lunatics, nothing will get made.
And in a very weird way, guys, this is why I support Tucker Carlson telling these people to go fuck themselves. Because these outraged people who pretend that they give a fuck about any of this, they don't. They really don't. Do you think the people who are bitching that Will Smith is getting this role actually give a fuck about whatever darker actor is going to get the part? Did they care about whoever it was that ended up with the part in that movie nobody even knows anymore because Scarlett Johansson backed out of it?
Yeah, now it's not going to get made.
Do you think these people actually give a shit about that?
No, they don't care about winning.
They care about power.
Yep.
They care about the power to make you do what they want you to do, and fuck them. Ellis says black versus black people. Yeah.
At some point, there has to be some kind of pushback against this, and the sooner it happens, the less ramifications there will be. And we're past the point where, there are going to be no consequences. There will be fallout, but people need to start pushing back.
We do. Hard. The problem is most of the people who get called out on stuff like this they turn around and back down. I wouldn't be surprised if Saturday Night Live came out and apologized for this, because that's where we are now.
Yeah, it's because people are such pussies. Stop being pussies. Stand up for yourself. Yeah, it'll hurt in the short term, but society as a whole will benefit when we start pushing back. This is getting sickening.
No one says we're one switch away from a new dark ages at this rate. It is a really weird thing that, I mean, it's shoehorn theory. I mean, we are coming back around to being Puritan without it being about religion at all. Everything has to be their way, and so much of it is censorship, to the fact where you can't. We're censoring what color black people have to be in a movie. Is that progress, really?
No, it's not religion based, but it isn't irreligious. You know, they have the same doctrines as a puritanical fundamentalist religion without the actual deity, and it's the most screwed up, crazy nonsense that you could imagine. And I don't know, it leads to dark places when people do stuff like this. I mean, the Soviets used to do this crap.
Ryan's bringing up my unicorn theory. Yes, it's my unicorn theory. Vortec, it's a moral panic without a moral compass. They have a moral compass. It's just spinning.
It changes from day to day which way it points, because and which outrage mob you're talking about, because there's no cohesiveness to their movements. They're like a really bad poop. You know, sometimes you're going to spray the bowl, and other times you get a solid one. It doesn't make any sense. This is what happens when you eat Taco Bell. SJW mentality is the Taco Bell of society.
I love Taco Bell. How dare you, sir?
Well, you're talking about Chipotle, not Taco Bell.
Okay, it's Chipotle. It gives you a little bit of salmonella.
Yeah, that's right.
Just a hint.
Can confirm.
Yeah, I just why didn't we say Tulsi Gabbard? I'm not sure.
Oh, it's she's a politician, but she's kind of hottish.
Yeah, we've looked at her picture before.
Nancy Pelosi does not have an ass. Confirmed. Thank you, Jordan. That's probably why Jordan was mad at me earlier. By the way, yeah, we have talked about Tulsi. Is that how you say her name? Tulsi?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about her at length before. And oh shit, I forgot. My game is still running in the background.
Well, Jordan found the same exact pictures I did when I was looking. It's like there was nothing I could find to support she had an ass. So I'm gonna throw in there to say she has none.
Yeah, she doesn't. That one picture, you can see it. It's sad. Nancy, get an ass.
She had a fair pair back in the day, but yeah, no ass.
Yeah, they're kind of down to her knees now.
Yeah, now
they are. Here we go. I'm gonna share a picture. Come on, come up. Waiting for it. There it is. I fucking adore this picture. We've shown it here before.
Yeah, she is really hot in that picture.
That is nice. You know what I've found? Notice the black wavy hair and stuff. Mm-hmm. The shape of the face. I tend to go for this type, and her and Lady Monkey could actually be related.
Nice.
It's my type. If she was really short, it'd be like that. Yep, could have been my wife in a different circumstance. Yeah, I have a very specific type. I like long, curly black hair or brown hair. Anyhow, I don't know what to do about our society. I hate the fact my grandchildren are going to grow up in this.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, did you see the dude on Twitter today who said he regretted having his kid?
Jesus, no.
That's
yeah,
harsh.
He tweeted out. I don't have the tweet in front of me, but it was all over Twitter earlier today. What was it? Me and my wife originally planned to have 3 children. We had 1. Though I love my son, and he says, number 1, I know myself better now. And number 2, Having my son is, I can't remember if he said it was his biggest regret or that he regretted having his child.
Either way, you're a dick.
Either way, yeah, he's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, one day your kid can read that. Now, I'll be honest with you. 2 of my children, not planned at all. We only planned one of our children. I've been happy about all 3 of them since I found out. And I cannot ever imagine what kind of fucking dickhead do you have to be to say that your child is a fucking regret? Fuck you.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Man, that dude's wife's boyfriend has got to be pissed.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about people. I hate people.
I feel bad for some of the younger people that are having to grow up with all these confusing rules and all the nonsense that's going on now. Because, you know, we're going to be dead and gone by the time this really hits the fan.
Oh, God. I don't know who shared this or who made it, but that is awesome. If you can't read it, it's dark. Oh, God, man.
Don't know how you found that, but good job.
That's disturbing.
Milkman says unplanned doesn't equal unloved. That's true. I told Lady Monkey I wanted 12 kids. She's the reason we only had 3. And in fairness, within 6 years, she had popped out 3 kids, and that does not look pleasant at all. And she's like, no more. I'm like, all right. It was the right decision, but yeah, I was happy about all of them, and I still am. We made the right choice. That guy didn't. That guy, I hope somebody punches him in the balls every day for the rest of his life. Accidentally, I hope he gets hit in the nuts really hard every day for the rest of his life. That is my wish to him. And with that, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Chat, thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for the donations. Cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. You guys, you complete me. Thank you for sharing the stream, liking it. And don't forget to check out all the other places I'm around. And Dax is around and Jack is around. We're going to tell you about a few of them in just a minute. Cassie, thank you so much. You need to check MIT AM again. All right, I'll do it. We'll prolong this for 1 second because it's Eve. And thank you for the donation. Mods are asleep. What? What's going on with mods being asleep?
Nothing.
Okay. I feel like, why is everybody spamming this in MIT AM?
Because they like it and Polly is silly.
Okay. I have no problem with that. Guys, it's the time of night where we tell people where we can be found. And Dax, what would you like to shield tonight?
You guys will be playing some more Borderlands 2 tonight.
Yes, we will.
I will not be because I will be working for a place I hate.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. As long as you guys are playing, I'm a happy guy.
Jack, anything you'd like to shield tonight?
I'll be on Polydub's channel on Wednesday.
Oh, I forgot to ask you. Did you see the movie today?
Yes, I did.
Short version. Good, bad?
Mediocre.
Fair enough.
Honestly, Brie Larson did a lot better than I thought she was going to do.
Ew.
Yeah. Believe me, that was tough to admit, but I don't blame her for a lot of the nonsense that's going on with the film.
I need you to apologize.
I can't. I think she's a terrible person and said awful things, but the film falls on more than one sword, so.
Fair enough. I assume, because as I understand it, Polly's going to be watching that movie today. I'm assuming it's going to come up on Comic Book Curation tomorrow at 10:30, 11, 12 o'clock p.m.
Exactly. on the dot.
So make sure you check that out, guys. Let's see. For me, I will be on Scribe Lights channel, 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight for Lords of the Night. Then we'll be over on 2 Cents Plus on one of our usual off nights playing Borderlands 2 some more because we've been having so much fun with it. So check those out, guys. We always have a lot of fun on both of those. Dax, Jack, thank you guys so much for coming. Chat, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Love you, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Later.
Bye.